write about. Trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist. Am I worth anything or just discount? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
That was great sounds of Watts with Outside on WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Myself, Preston, with my partner in crime, the Long Island Rays, Elm City Made, Mr. EZ BlueZ. And it's Monday. You already know what time it is. We got the OG Blurred himself, supervillain to many, superhero to the ones that matter, the professor. This is three nerds venting, three grown men in their middle-aged men. Discussing pop culture and discussing nerd culture. This is our therapy. Please break down with us because this is not our midlife crisis, because we talk about these great things and we enjoy what we do. If we talk about something spoiler related, actually, I'm going too fast. If we talk about something you've already seen it, we're giving out spoilers. This is your first warning throughout the whole entire show. If we've seen it, we will talk about it. But we didn't really do anything on the syllabus to talk about anything particular when it comes to a show or a movie. But I want to talk about one of my favorite things like to start to the show: overrated, underrated, waste of time. Let's go sodas. Sodas, overrated, underrated, waste of time with sodas. I'm going to start off with first. My waste of time soda, sparkling water. No point.
Okay.
No point. Sparkling water, no point. I think it's a waste of time. If you like sparkling water, that's up to you. It's not for me. It tastes like nothing. Just drink water. Nothing beats water. Nothing beats H2O. There's plenty of types of water. Drink those. Sparkling water, not for me. Unless flavored. But still, the flavored sparkling waters to me are horrible. That's just my opinion. Okay. But go with it. Underrated. My underrated pick for soda. This has been hard for me because I'm not really big of a soda fan, but I'm going to go with Mr. Pibb.
Okay.
Mr. Pibb is my underrated for sodas.
Okay.
It's Dr. Pepper, in my opinion, a better version of Dr. Pepper. I know it's not really up here in the northeastern states because we were mainly on a Connecticut station, so we may not get Mr. Pibb up here. But if you go down south or in the mid-Atlantic or, somewhere along the lines and probably near the West Coast, you get a lot of Mr. Pibb. And I think it's a better version of Dr. Pepper.
Them's fighting words.
It is fighting words. And I'm willing to put the boxing gloves on.
Nice.
Overrated. And I'm going to put the big wolf out there, overrated. I have no problem with this beverage. It's Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Coca-Cola is my overrated. It's everywhere. And that's why it's my pick. And like I said, I'm not really big of a soda fan. I'm not really a huge soda fan, but Coca-Cola is my number one overrated pick when it comes to that type of beverage. EZ BlueZ or Professor, you can go next. Up to you.
I'm going to go next because I got my picks. My overrated would actually be, because just going from that aspect, overrated. I would have to say would probably be Coca-Cola as well.
Gotcha.
I don't like the some of the practices of them as a business company.
Okay.
So I definitely think overrated there. My underrated is actually Dr. Pepper, but mainly not because of the taste, but because of how it became named. Do you know how Dr. Pepper became named?
Talk to me.
All right, so this dude wanted to marry the love of his life, and her father was a doctor whose last name was Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
So he patented this soda and named it after the father, so he could get the permission to ask for the hand in marriage.
All right.
He got permission, and she said no, and he's forever branded with Dr. Pepper as his one breakthrough invention. So that forever will be my underrated soda thing because of the lore behind it. And waste of time, I gotta say Jolt Cola by far was the biggest waste of time.
Never tried it.
Oh yeah, you don't
even bother.
You don't need to have the shakes.
All right.
It's just do cocaine. It's
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, I'm
Please.
sorry. That's not what I said.
Station. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Please don't do that. To all the listeners, please don't. As we move on, Professor, your picks for overrated, underrated, waste of
Oh
time,
my God.
please.
Oh my God. So I too chose Coke for my overrated.
All right.
Oh.
I've always been like a Pepsi person anyway. Even though
Mhm.
I don't like drink soda anymore, but if I had to choose, I'd choose that over Coke anyway.
Mm,
Even as a kid, even though the whole
mm.
Michael Jackson can't video commercial. I was like, wow, Coke is delicious. No, he did the Pepsi. He did the
Yeah,
Pepsi thing, and I'm like, forget Coke now, forget it,
yeah,
right? Because Michael
exactly.
Jackson was dope. Anyway, so yeah, Coke easily. My waste of time, Tab.
Okay.
You might as well flip the word backwards and call it bat because it tastes like bat urine. Oh my goodness. Not that I've tasted bat urine, but I can imagine that's probably what it tastes like.
I think I dodged a bullet. Never tried it.
Gross, 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 and then gross. It is like the Bizarro of like it could be Coke, but in Bizarro world,
Oh Lord.
Okay.
that's how
Yeah, yeah,
it's terrible, terrible, terrible,
yeah.
terrible. Oh, um, when I was in the army, there's a
Mm-hmm.
second lieutenant. um Rail thin woman, very nice woman, but that's all she would drink morning, noon, and night, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She'd drink Tab. Yeah, gross. Ugh, and her breath stank. Anyway, so my underrated, don't at me, folks, clearly Canadian.
I like it that.
I loved that. I could not wait to get some money in my pocket when I was a kid. And I'd go to the store and I'd buy clearly Canadian. The apple one was my favorite.
Hmm.
The strawberry one was delicious too, but the
I'm,
apple one was my
I'm
favorite.
under a rock.
And
The black
when it
cherry.
came back, the black cherry was fire. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so good.
So when it came back, like where was it when I saw it? I forgot where I was, and I was in another state, and I was like, no, this is not in the." And I bought as many as I could, and
Hmm.
oh my goodness, they were phenomenal. And now they're kind of back, I think.
Yep.
But that is oh my goodness,
In major retail stores, it's back on.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I gotta try it.
amazing,
I
so
believe if nothing
clean
else, you can
and
get it through Amazon.
yeah, you can
Okay.
get through Amazon too, but so clean. That's what I'm gonna do. Thank you for that. I forgot you
I
can get it
got
through
you.
Amazon too. But yeah, it's so delicious and so. It's like you're not even really drinking soda. It's just you're drinking like victory. Like that's how delicious it is. It is so clean and crisp and holy moly. Yeah. So I stopped
Target.
drinking soda, but
Target?
I'm gonna
Okay.
start drinking clearly Canadian again because
Yeah.
yeah, it's phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal.
Actually, the
Those are
Stop
my
and
picks.
Shop in New Haven.
Really? Oh,
Oh, they got it there? Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
I'll check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. If you, yes. Yes, and yes.
Yes. It's pretty much sugar water,
Pretty
if we're
much.
being honest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much
much.
sugar
It's
water.
not really it's not that much carbonated.
Oh, it's
But
carbonated.
It's
okay.
carbonated.
It's
It's
carbonated,
carbonated.
but it's
It's
carbonated in the
carbonated.
best
But
possible way.
it's not sparkling water. Like it's the other side of sparkling water.
Yeah.
It's like if sparkling water like had a tryst
Okay.
with Kool-Aid.
It's delicious. Oh my goodness. It is absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
I get chili dogs, some delicious fries, and a clearly Canadian.
Yep.
That is the perfect meal.
Mountain blackberry.
Right. Oh, the mountain blackberry. Oh,
I'm,
be
I
still,
gotta
my
try
friend.
this.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
haven't.
it's that good. It is really that good. Oh
Ooh.
my goodness. Yeah, so those are my picks.
Nah,
Yeah, me and Amazon are gonna be friends today.
let's continue the dopamine high.
Yes.
Okay.
Dream crossovers. Dream crossovers would you like to see blend together? For examples, Star Wars and Warhammer, Avatar mixed with another anime, or Marvel with a whole different company. What are some dream crossovers you would like to see happen, either in the books, television, or wherever? Professor, I think you should have the strongest pick. We
Yeah.
want that to go first.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that one
Mhm.
because I would love to see Marvel with My Hero Academia,
Hmm.
right? Have
Okay.
some of the characters, because it's the perfect blend if you're being honest. Like, people have those quirks and stuff, and they become superhuman and da da da. Da. But I think it would be the perfect blend because I'd love to see a character like Spider-Man or Thor, or team up with some of the characters and everything. So the My Hero Academia, they're going through this bit of a crisis that really reminded me of the whole Civil War thing, where like when the people with quirks all of a sudden appeared and everything, it was real organized, and they started doing the whole thing where they have like the academies where kids learn how to use their powers, and they become heroes and stuff and licensed to be heroes. And again, it was really really organized. And then the characters who decided they wanted to be villains, they just became villains or whatever. But there was this big event that happened that all of a sudden heroes aren't trusted anymore. And
Right.
again, it really, really reminded me of the whole Civil War event where, you had the licensed heroes under the Hero Registration Act or whatever it was called, versus like, the heroes that didn't want to be licensed and everything. And I thought it was really, really cool to like see that parallel. Matter of fact, there's a show, another anime called My Hero Academia. It's called Vigilantes, where
Awesome.
it's heroes that have powers, but they don't want to be licensed heroes. They just want to, because I have this power, I should just do something. And it really, really reminds me of like the street level characters like Spider-Man and Daredevil and Luke Cage and all of them. And they're still doing the hero work, but they're just not like licensed to do it. And sometimes heroes chase them, and it's really cool because there's like one of their major heroes, Eraserhead, who is a part of the academy that teaches Midoriya and some of the other ones, and he sees one of the heroes, and he'll like show up, and the vigilante hero did the job, and he'll like look the other way, be like, I see you, good
Right.
job, but I can't tell you good job, but good job. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think that and Marvel teamed up. Like, I think that would be an amazing thing. So maybe somebody would have taken out.
No, that's an
One
awesome
for all.
concept.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
You want to go first, or you want me to go?
I will go because mine is completely bizarre, and
I'm with it. Go ahead.
here we go. I would like the Democrats and the Republicans to work together for what's actually a better nation for everybody altogether. That's what I would like to see. That's the crossover that we need in this country. We need that crossover. But that being said, I'm really digging right now the crossover between AEW and DC. I think it's incredible. We got to watch Batman hit the one-winged angel in a comic book, which is dope.
Breakdown. I know we know it, but breakdown
Right.
for the common man about one-wing angel
The
and
one-wing
wrestling.
angel
Yeah,
is
go ahead.
it's the finishing move, one of the finishing moves of Kenny Omega,
Mhm.
who is by far one of the best athletes to ever go into the ring. I've seen him, I believe, wrestle a blow-up doll and make the blow-up doll look good. I've seen him wrestle a 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he's that good. And you actually put him up on your shoulders. You hold them by one leg, and then you drop them down in like a pile driver type of move, which is a pile driver just driving a person into the mat. And to see Batman do that is absolutely I geeked out. It's the first time I popped reading a comic in a long time. I was like,
Awesome.
that's the one-wing angel. Although that new Batman storyline that they've got going on right now,
Oh, the
Absolute Batman is probably quite possibly one of my favorite Batmans. I can't wait to get the book. It's going to be it's ridiculous when you got that one dude about to say the two words I don't ever want to hear in my entire life, and Batman just snap his arm is just glorious.
Nice. Good piggy.
Yeah.
What you call it? Marvel's doing something like that too. That mass appeal event where they have like rappers and stuff that are teaming up with like Marvel characters and stuff. And
the Nas comic book.
Yeah,
the Nas comic book. It was Nas, Slick
they've
Rick.
always had a history of doing that. Like
Nas,
they did
Slick
with
Rick, Ghostface
Wu-Tang.
Killer. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, but just naming the names in my head. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this cool thing that I saw recently. It
Hmm.
was a picture of some of the characters. It was like Moon Knight and Blade and some other characters. And Moon Knight and Blade were doing the what's that LP and Killer Mike? What's the name of the group?
The Run the Jewels.
Yeah, Run the Jewels. They were doing the Run the Jewels sign, like in the. I was like, that
Nice.
is so dope. Like, but yeah, I do like those crossovers. They're really really cool. Like the Eminem teamed up with the Punisher
Hmm.
in a comic book, and that was dope. But I really like seeing that stuff.
Yes, but is that dope as Vanilla Ice teaming up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh my god, I hated that so much. Oh,
I actually want to read that now. I'm not gonna lie. I actually want to read that now.
Well, it was in a
my
movie.
God. Yeah, it was in
Oh
the
yeah, I
movie.
know the movie, but like if it
Go
was a comic book, I
Ninja,
would
go
read it.
Yeah.
Ninja. Oh
So
my
go,
god, I hated
go
that so
ninja,
much.
go ninja, go.
Oh,
I
I
like it.
hated that
To
so
each his
much.
own. I like it. I
Oh,
liked it. I like that. The ninja. I like ninja.
Ninja
Go.
rap.
I
the
loved
Ninja
it.
Turtles are lucky I loved them. So they. Oh,
It was a great childhood
Uh,
memory for me.
it was a great childhood memory.
oh, I hate
All right, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
Go.
out.
Okay, let me hear you.
Star Wars
Hmm.
with Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
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 I put deep. I
oh.
had thought about this for a very long time. I love the Assassin's Creed concept of
hmm,
them going into different periods of time and righting certain wrongs. I love that. But
Imagine if it was Leia when she went to the
yeah,
Jedi Academy and got taught by Luke and everything, and she became a Jedi, and they were
hmm
calling her Lady Vader.
or hearing,
Imagine that!
yeah,
Holy crap!
there's numerous concepts you can think about that, and they can hear the fans out and hear
hmm,
about the stuff they don't like about the franchise,
hmm.
and you can right the wrongs in that video game.
That would be crazy.
Become a commoner or become someone like a brand new character, but within that world, and you see like different villains, and iconic heroes and all that within the game, but then right certain wrongs so they wouldn't happen at all within that universe. It'd be like a little parallel thing at
That
the
would be
opposite end.
crazy.
Yeah, I think that will be amazing of how they do that. Imagine going into Tatooine and like different other planets. Imagine going to the Death Star, like really going into the Death Star and like making different missions and completing different assignments. You can build your own
Crazy.
lightsaber, build your own like
That
different device,
crazy.
spaceship, and everything. That, in my opinion, will be next level. That will be a dream crossover for me. I think
That
that will
that'd be
make a
amazing.
billion dollars.
That would be amazing. That's amazing. Okay.
I'm happy that we're all in unison with this idea. It's great.
Yeah, no,
Holy crap!
I really, I've always loved the crossover type of aspect of it. I know
Right.
that they're talking about doing another, I think a Superman, Spider-Man crossover.
That's cool.
Sick of it.
All right, but let's let
I'm
our
getting sick of it.
imagination go wild.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Now let's talk about different worlds still. Let's just be in that different aspect. But a world we wish we lived in, fantasy wise, versus a world we would die in immediately.
Okay.
Oh, can I take this one? Can I go
Go ahead,
next?
Professor.
So, a world that I would love to live in.
Hmm.
I would love to live in the Clover Kingdom from Black Clover
Okay.
Mm,
because I would like to go through the whole ordeal of getting a grimoire and hopefully becoming a magic knight and everything. I think it would be cool. I think it would be really really cool and be down with the Clover Kingdom and everything, and I'd want to be a black bull, the whole nine yards. It would be dope.
mhm.
But I think that the beauty of it is um the mystery of like not knowing what power is going to manifest, like
Right.
when you become of age or whenever you decide whenever your power manifests or whatever, and then being like bam, I now can wield fire, I now can wield whatever the power. I think just the mystery of like the anticipation of what's going to happen, like we're really, really what's going to happen, and then getting a grimoire, and then going to the royal capital and becoming a magic guy. That whole thing is amazing. Where I would die, though, what world I would die in? Hyrule.
Really? Okay, we're
I
going
would
video
go.
games. All
I
right.
would go Hyrule. I would die in that world quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because anytime I saw somebody that was looking like they were going to do something magical or stupid or whatever, and I couldn't do it, I'd be fighting everybody. I'd be swinging on everybody,
Yeah.
everybody.
I agree.
Um,
I agree. It's kind
I
of like where my pick lands too. I got you then.
I'd
Let's
see
hear it
Link
on
with the Master Sword, and I'd be like,
103.5 FM New Haven. I'm very sorry. Go ahead.
no, that's all right. I see Link with that Master Sword. I try to take it.
Yeah, word.
I tried to riz up Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They take me out in no time. I'd be Ganondorf. Oh please. We ain't gonna have a conversation. I'd be ruling whatever he rules. I'd be after him. I'd be like, nah, Link, you could just stay where you are, stay in your dad's hut or whatever. I got this one. No worries. I got it. Oh yeah, I'd be a problem. I'd be a problem in Hyrule. Easily.
Easy
I
Blues. I'm
purposely
excited
want
to
to
hear
be a
what you
problem
got.
in Hyrule. Go ahead.
Well, see, the place where I think I would do the best, where I would survive the longest and have the most, would probably actually be New York, in under Spider-Man. Living in that type of world, I think would be great. I'd probably be working, at one of the clubs right there, making sure all the vagrants are, being working the door at, some of the clubs, make sure all the vagrants are having their grand old time. The place where I would not be able to exist ever, 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 ever. We just saw it in Peacemaker. We've seen it 1.5 million different places. I would not be able to survive in the Yahtzee world.
Oh, Earth X?
Earth X was not for me.
Oh jeez.
That's I would be if I make it 15
I
minutes.
disagree. I think you'll thrive in that world. I would think you'll thrive in the world. I think that's a safe answer for you. I think you would thrive in that world. I'll think you'll join the Sons of Liberty, and I'll think you'll lead the crusade.
Well, I also feel the same way about
Yeah.
the boys, like the boys universe. I feel like
wow.
I like that because I'm so anti-corporation and they're so super corporate and all that kind of stuff that it would be the worst for me. It'd be like, oh, you've got to bow down before this superhero. I'm like, do I? But do I have to? I'm sorry. I turned into Leonidas. I was like, oh, I got a bad knee. I can't. I'm not gonna bend the knee. It's got a bad knee from killing all your guys today. I got this bad knee, and so I'm just not going to bend the knee. So yeah, I think that would be like those type of universes would be the most challenge for me, and possibly where my big mouth would get me in a lot of trouble, a lot of trouble, a lot of trouble.
I mean, that's
That'd
fair.
be awesome.
That's fair. But when it comes to that's fair. Oh, man, just knowing you, it's half and half for me. It
Right.
really is. Like I have some I want to say, but I don't know how to say it.
Go ahead, say it. It's okay.
Boys, I understand. Superheroes.
Right. Yeah.
Earth X, less powered superheroes, I think you'll thrive. You know what I mean? Like thrive. Because we didn't see the Nazi Superman like in the comics for Earth X. We didn't see the Nazi Flash in in Earth X. We didn't see that. We just saw, regular humans with, advanced gear on them.
Right.
But I think you can take those guys on and like lead a coalition. Like that's to me, I think you'll because what I see in you, like you don't stir away from confrontation, you thrive in it. You know what I mean? Like you're one of those people. If you want an argument, you'll give it to me. You may not want to bring out that argument, but you're willing to continue it and end it.
Right.
That's what I see out of you. But it's a fair pick.
Yeah. And again, I would definitely lean more towards like the boys universe
Mhm.
as per where I would get smoked real quick. I'd be like, yeah, well, bite me, and then the dude would use his laser eyes, and I'd be dead.
Be done, yeah. Um, they got me stumped now. I had to pick him out. I was a little stumped now. Um, Honestly, I would say somewhere to a similar universe like Raccoon City, Walking Dead, or The
Oh
Last of Us.
Jesus!
I'll say with that, in a world I won't survive in, and it's not going to be the infected, it'll probably be a human.
Yeah,
Just with the whole, egotistical and, mental health and breaking and everybody just like going crazy and for themselves, I really feel I'll be more afraid of an actual human being in that world than an actual person who is completely gone and completely, an affected person. So I say mostly in that I cannot survive it. Um, a world that I can survive in though. Man, I'm stumped for you guys' picks. I gotta go to Star Wars universe.
mm,
I'm going
I can
Star Wars
see
again.
that.
Star Wars
I can see
universe,
that.
I can definitely thrive in.
Yeah,
If I don't like a certain planet or where I'm at, I don't have to do any papers. I can just leave and go about where I want to. There's no like restriction on where to go, you know.
Except for Cloud City, you'd have a problem. But
Yeah,
okay,
cloud. I have a problem there, but I have numerous
yeah,
options anywhere else.
right, right.
It'll be easier for me to get food. Easier for me to be a hermit into myself. I'll probably be like one of those farmers out there
Okay.
with my own crop and animals and stuff. I can definitely see myself thriving in the Star Wars universe, you know,
right.
and I can be away from the Republic no matter where
Hmm.
they are. I can get a good detection where they're at and I can just stir away from that. And I can meet so many different, individuals and stuff. I'll definitely get along with that. So I'll say Star Wars, I'll survive anti-apocalyptic world, no matter which it
Y-
is, I'm done.
you
Right.
would want to not like ally yourself with you would want to be down with the Empire.
No, he
Oh
wants to be
my,
down with.
oh, switch it around. My bad.
Oh,
My
okay.
bad. My
You're
bad.
making me
Switch it
nervous.
around.
I was like,
Switch it around. Switch it around.
wait a minute. What?
Yeah. But when
True
you think
words.
about it,
True
when you think
words.
about it, when you think about it, when you think about it, I got the names wrong.
Okay,
But when you
okay. I
think
got me
about it,
nervous.
I don't know. Look, what rewatching the movies,
Hmm.
those guys had it pretty good with the Sith. Rewatching some of those movies, kind of how you feel about Doctor Doom and Laveria. Like Doctor Doom's an evil person, but like Sith, like even though evil in their ways, they were despicable. They treated their people pretty good.
Hmm.
When I rewatch some of the films,
No, I think my problem with that whole thing is
yeah,
because it's run like kind of like Hitler ran,
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
and
I
it's
totally
like
get it, and it's
you're a
true.
mindless drone. You're not really, you know what I mean? And I guess that's the whole stormtrooper why they all wore the same thing and they look the same way, and it's like you're kind of one of the mindless drones, and and you're afraid of the person who's leading. Like the Emperor was terrifying to
I mean, I'll be afraid
everybody,
of Vader. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, heck yeah,
Like
hands down.
Vader, hands down, I'll be afraid of. Like, 'cause
I don't know.
he's
I'd
one of
be
the greatest villains
nervous.
ever.
I'd be
Yeah.
really, really nervous working for the Empire because
I mean,
they and then you got to contend with the rebels coming after you. You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
were ruthless to those
I
But
wouldn't be a
there's so
soldier.
a world. There's such a
Yeah,
world beyond that though. Like I could totally see you working as like a bartender on Tatooine.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'll
You
do.
know what I'm
That
saying?
would be
Like that's what
cool.
I'll do.
Like
Like
I
a
could see
bar.
him thrive. I
Yeah,
can see him thriving in that type of aspect of it, and be like,
that's what I
"Yo,
mean. for the
It's
original.
starting to get a little heavy here.
If you were neutral,
I'm gonna move on to the next station.
If you were neutral, that would be cool.
That was my direction.
Yeah,
That's the whole reason that, like, if I was neutral, I'll be good for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, you'd be straight.
Yeah. You know,
as like a line cook at the Tatooine freaking thing.
I'll
you
be
know
good.
what I'm saying?
That's why I said farmer.
At that cantina,
at the cantina. Like, that's why I said farmer.
Oh yeah,
because I never really see any farmers like get the work in Star Wars.
Right.
Like, they had their little farm.
Yeah, but the farmer that got the work, I mean, look at Skywalker's uncle.
Yeah,
he got the bad work.
But I wasn't with any rebels.
That's the only problem with being like a neutral party.
Yeah.
Is anytime something go down, you can get caught in the crossfire because you know what I mean. That's the only problem with like being neutral in that universe is stormtroopers would be flying by chasing after a rebel fighter and they hit your farm. You know what I mean? Then you gotta start all over, or you might buy the farm. You see what I did there?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That. I get that.
So,
but I
mean, there's risky either way.
A lot of bullets.
Yeah, there's risky either way.
Yeah, I think because there's cons wherever you go.
Right.
We can't escape the cons. Even there's so many cons in the real where we are living right now.
I mean, you running that cantina though, you also got them unsavories in there that you know.
And I feel I'll hire the right security.
I have the death penalty on over 100 systems. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever.
And I feel I'll make a whole bunch of money from those guys.
Yeah, that's actually a good pick.
You know what I mean? I'll work my way what I have. You know,
right?
I'll quickly adapt.
That is actually a real good pick.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not the best, but I'm trying.
Oh, that was good.
Hopefully, I can be good.
Better than my Hyrule pick. I tell you that. I'm going out there to start trouble. I'm just trying to start trouble. So, yeah.
If you only had one superpower, but instead of flying around or speed or make it nerd specific, superpowers like instantly knowing the best anime to watch, or never losing a dice roll, or perfectly playing Pokemon cards or Uno cards, something that'd be funny or relatable. If you had that one human superpower about you, what would you get? Something that you don't have already within your essential skills as a human being. Easy, Blue. Go ahead. Your hands
I have close to this skill, but I do not have this full skill. And I think because of who I am and because of how I look, it would be I would want the superpower to have the perfect spades hand every time. I would want to be the king of spades. And I'd go into every single household, and I'd be like Woody Harrelson in White Man Can't Jump. I would sit and down talk people and do the whole thing and pretend that I don't know what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden, shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon, all day long. So that's what I would do. That would be my superpower. Would be the king of all spades.
Professor.
Predictions.
Okay.
I would love to have predictions, like just and spot on every time. I could predict like lottery numbers. I could predict if a woman liked me or not. I could like immediately just look at her and be like, yeah, she wants me. I could predict. Yeah, it'd be amazing to just be able to predict absolutely the weather. I'd create an almanac for like a year. And help out farmers. Whatever, it would be so great to just be able to predict certain things. I predict you're gonna trip. Boop, they trip. Boom, like just and it'd be automatic. Like whatever I think about, I can make a prediction on what's gonna happen, and be right 10 out of 10 times. I think that would be really cool, and I'd make some money.
Yeah, weird.
Wouldn't that be a good and bad thing?
It'd be a bad thing because I get kidnapped immediately, and somebody realizes. His predictions are too spot on.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Wouldn't you be able to predict that you're being kidnapped?
Boom, there you go. See that? I'd be able to predict on how to escape said kidnapping.
Man, I wouldn't tell anybody. I'll keep that hush.
Yeah. Because I'd want to be be sinister with it because I'd predict somebody coming for me, so I'd be untouchable.
Yeah.
I'd also be untouchable. So I taunt people. I'd be like, you thought you had me. No, thank you.
No.
So yeah. So
man, I don't know.
There comes my supervillain
I
side.
see your catchphrase too. You just like, you want to know why I got out? Because you were predictable.
See, yeah, see, yep, see that? I would say that. That would, yep, yep.
Oh, for me,
That would be
oh
great.
my goodness.
That would be great.
To have the perfect sarcastic response back.
Nice. So you want the Deadpool image?
When I think about it, yeah. If someone like says something slick to me or probably like demeaning to me, I have the perfect response within a second to get
That's
back them,
pretty
and they
awesome.
can't get me back at, and they can't even say anything. I'll have them complete silence at that.
But I mean,
That'd
don't
be
we
great.
always have the perfect response as per just look at the person in the eye and go, "Yo, mama,"
That's not the
and see
perfect
what happens?
response
That
anymore.
is the perfect
No, it's
response
not. It's
because
not.
people could look at me being like, "Oh yeah, well,
It's
fine," and
not.
then, uh, okay, why not? What happened?
Why not? Okay.
Why not? What happened?
I love
I
that
think
response.
people are past the borderline of sensitivity for their mothers,
Oh yeah,
fathers,
okay, I can
kids.
see that.
I think they're past that now.
Yeah,
Like when you say your mama, it doesn't really hurt anymore. They'll say something crazy right back at you
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
The
and
way
take it.
I'm the king of roasting. I'll do a mama
Yeah,
joke in a minute.
yeah. And
Like
then
I
like
might have to fight somebody after my mama joke. So yeah. Oh no, my mama jokes still track. My mom's so yeah.
So, yo, one of the craziest moments is everyone knows I got the twins and everything like that.
Mhm.
And when they were younger, they started to get into like into the yo mama jokes. And there was this people who lived underneath us. We lived on the third floor. They lived on the second floor, and they
Right.
were a little bit older. They were like 15, and the boys were like 10. And we're walking around New Haven,
Mhm.
and they get in the your mama jokes, and no one tells AJ that you're not supposed to be so undercutting and truthful in your mama jokes. So he looks at this one dude and he goes, well, you just wish that your father loved you like he loved his cars. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh
Just
dang.
dropped it. I was like, we don't go there, son. We don't.
That hurt my heart. That was
Uh,
rough.
uh,
It was effective, but it was
it was
rough.
effective.
Holy
But
moly.
yeah, painful.
Dang.
Wasn't there a show called Your Mama?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Remember
Reality.
that show?
Yeah, I remember the show
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the day. That
with
was
with
so funny.
with the predator. What is
Yo.
uh,
The 70s show.
that 70 show? That predator. What is his
Will
name?
Fred Will something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it starts with a W.
Valderrama. Wilder
Wilbur
Valderrama.
Valderrama. Yes.
Wilder Valderrama,
Yeah.
who Demi Lovato did an incredible song about.
I was thinking, what is that? No, I wasn't thinking that show.
No, you're
I
thinking of
was thinking,
Masterson, Danny Masterson.
no, know what show I'm talking about? Snaps. Remember that show, Snaps?
Oh, Snaps was yeah. I actually like Snaps
With the
better.
black comedian, like Monique
Yeah.
was on it,
Yep.
Talent the comedian was on it, Michael
Hmm.
Blackson was on it. That
Mm.
one, it was like with Yo
Yeah.
Mama jokes,
It was
like,
kind of like the roast battles.
yeah, right,
The
right.
roast battles were dope too. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, those were funny.
you see some of them now, like on TikTok, and they're just brutal.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, I can't believe they would say these things to each other, and they still have teeth. I mean,
Yo Mama's hair is so short, she couldn't get finger waves. She had to get fingerprints. Like stuff
Yo.
that
yeah,
right there, like,
yeah.
oh my God, those were classic. I'm telling you, a good mama joke goes a long way, but you gotta know how to fight
So
it.
does a good mama.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yo. I
Oh,
see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Gotta know how to fight. You gotta know how to fight.
WNHHLP 103.5 FM New Haven. Which musician or historical figure is overdue for a biography, documentary, or motion picture film?
Mm.
I think biography and documentary are the same thing. I think
No, good, because a biography is based off of the true life events. A
Right.
documentary is actually like kind of behind the scenes aspect of it, where you're actually
Oh,
watching true life
more
happen.
more factual interviews. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, a lot
Gotcha.
more
Yeah.
factual, dealing more towards like an interview aspect of it, and those different
Yeah.
type of
Okay.
things.
All right. All right.
You know, it's a documentation of reality.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really interesting because I'm a huge Jeff Buckley fan, and I really feel like the Jeff Buckley story needs to be told, especially off of Dream Brothers, which was the book about Jeff and his father, which I can't remember his name. If someone could look that up for me, that'd be dope. Um, because his father was like an absentee father, but he was also a musician in the folk aspect of it. So he came through, and Jeff literally built his name off of doing some covers of his father's stuff, and then really pushed the boundaries and brought a little bit more jazz influence into some of the stuff that you see on pop radio. And then later on, when he sketches for My Sweetheart the Drunk, it's just a phenomenal punk rock record. Dealing with some incredible stuff, and then even the way that he passed, the way that he went swimming drunk in the Mississippi River and just got taken. I just think is an incredible story that a lot more people should know. So I'm definitely going to say Jeff Buckley.
Tim Buckley is his father.
Tim
Okay.
Buckley. Thank you.
Yeah. Passed away when he was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he was estranged before he was 8.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Because the Dream Brothers book literally went chapter for chapter.
Mhm.
One chapter about Tim Buckley, one chapter about Jeff Buckley, one chapter about Tim Buckley, one chapter about Jeff Buckley.
Mhm.
Because there was a lot of parallels as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For me, I'm gonna go Frankie Beverly.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Wow. Interesting pick.
That's a story that needs to be told. The reason I say that because I want to know more about him.
Right.
Because normally when a function happen or a cookout happen, any type of like event where family gets together on my end, his music was played religiously.
Mhm.
Yep.
Religiously. I'm talking about more songs than Before I Let Go. And just to know more about the artist and how he came about and just seeing like the interview process of him, I think that will be really phenomenal for a documentary because I want to know more about that man. For a feature film for an artist, I'm gonna say a group collective. I'm gonna say Cameo.
Mm.
Wow.
I think Cameo
Okay.
will be good for a film aspect. It's one of my dad's favorite groups, and
I was going to say that definitely comes from your father, because I remember interviewing your
yeah,
father and talking about his love for Cameo, and how he picked
mhm.
out how Dave Grohl stole a bunch of his drum riffs
Yes, yes.
from Cameo. That's dope. All right,
That
very
that
cool.
it will put a smile on my father's face, and just seeing who would play Larry Blackman. I think Sterling K. Brown can knock it out the park as Larry Blackman. And I say like for a biography, like a true biography, I'm gonna go female
Hmm.
for the route for a biography, and I'm really going to go for MC Light. I think she will have
Okay,
a biography. MC Light will have a
yeah,
both biography. Those are
Wow.
my main three.
that's dope.
I know I went a little put a little thought into it.
That's a lot of thought, dude. That was really cool.
Yeah, Professor, go ahead.
So I would like to see a KRS-One,
Mm,
a KRS-One documentary. And I think his story, because he talks about his stories, especially when when he's doing shows and stuff. He has this incredible balance where he's teaching while he's performing. Like he's performing, but then he'll stop and he'll like lecture a little bit.
hmm.
And I've watched videos of him lecturing at colleges and everything. And he does tell a story. But I think that story, his homelessness and losing, losing his mentor Scott LaRock, and you know what he had to do to keep Boogie Down Productions alive,
Right.
through that, and where he is now. People don't understand how huge of a discography he has, and I think more people would really appreciate him, and I mean he's appreciated and respected, but I think knowing his full story in movie form, I think that would be really really amazing. I would love to do that because again, when he came out, it was the golden
Mhm.
years of hip hop. Like it was like in you know kind of like that bridge. See what I did there? The bridge is over. Anyway, but
Nah.
kind of that bridge where, before hip hop really became this commercial monster. You know what I mean? In the 2000s, the late, 90 2000s. But he was one of the people I always looked at as pivotal in keeping hip hop in its purest, rawest form.
Right.
Without a KRS-One,
Hmm.
the knowledge in hip hop wasn't going to be as powerful. Yeah, Rakim was amazing, absolutely,
Yeah.
but a
Right.
KRS-One and his teaching and stuff, you know what I mean? That is what spawned all the different groups that wanted to take that route and everything, and they made it okay and acceptable. So don't stop the violence movement. That was another thing that became a global type of thing, and it started with the stop the violent movement here. Then went out to Cali for the we all in the same gang thing, and again it became a worldwide thing. So I mean, I would love to see that on film, the whole
Yeah.
KRS-One story.
Plus the work that he did with Warner Brothers,
Yes,
WB when it first became a network. He was the president, I
yes.
think, of WB for a little bit. That's why we got the Wayne's Brothers show and different things along
I
that
never
type
knew
of
that.
aspect.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Thank you for that.
I'm like 97% positive,
Okay.
but I could have also misinterpreted something because that was a long time ago and I was a child.
Right. But I think that something like that story needs to be told. Um a Cool Herc
Mm,
I was gonna say
documentary.
mm,
Cool Heart. Yeah,
That needs to be told. That absolutely needs to be told.
overdue in my
Uh,
opinion.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Um Whenever they do like, the birth of hip hop story, they talk a little bit about, the Cedric Avenue thing and, and the parties and him being the father of hip hop. Absolutely. But they need the full story. They need the full story. His roots in Jamaica and bringing it right. They need to make those connections. Um Another artist that I think her story needs to be told, Patrice Rushen.
mm.
Let me tell you, I don't think that people understand her the level of music that she's produced, that she's written, that I mean, we're talking like, 80s and 90s music.
Hmm.
Her fingers were all
Yeah.
over the R&B and pop scene, and like people don't really understand the amount of music, the artist she's worked with. I mean, she is an amazing producer,
Hmm.
performer, but Patrice Rushen is the stuff she did with Ashford and Simpson, and
Yep.
I mean, again, people just don't even know
No.
how, if you really looked at the stuff that she's done, the people she's written for, and the people, she is a oh my goodness, like the seriously, folks, if you look up Patrice Rushen, look at her discography, look at the people she's produced for, written for, you will be amazed. People you didn't even know that was her pen. I mean,
Hmm.
she's an amazing talent. Like I have always respected her work. So yeah, but those are my
That
big
was
ones.
also I didn't know we could do more than one pick, but
yeah. Go ahead.
the other pick that I do have that I think is the story that needs to be told more than anything else is the Sister Rosetta Tharpe story. She is the queen of rock and roll. There would be no Jimi Hendrix if there wasn't for his sister Rosetta Tharpe. There would
Wow.
be yeah, she's the one who turned up her amp in church just a little bit higher and got that distortion necessary, and she had a voice 3 times bigger than her guitar. Absolutely amazing woman, absolutely amazing, and came up through the time of Chuck Berry, came up, through the time. She was one of the originators. If you don't know about Sister Rosetta Tharpe, you need to seriously do the research, and that story needs to be told, I think now probably more than any other story.
Wow.
Another honorable mention I want to give out, because we only got so much time left. Nicky Jam and Terry Lewis.
Mm.
That'll be a good one for producers.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about this,
So-
we're going behind the scenes aspect.
Yeah.
So the whole Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis thing, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like I knew.
Oh, Jimmy Jam,
that-
not Nicky Jam. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
My
No,
apologies.
I knew that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis they worked for Prince. I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Prince fired them
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
because they were working for was the SOS band?
SOS band.
Yeah, they produced for the SOS band, and he had this rule. He was like, "You don't produce for anybody else when you work for me."
Wow.
Yeah.
And because I recently watched a video about that, and they were like laughing about it because Prince was kind of like, he had a certain sound, he had a certain way of doing things, he had a certain way, right? And it was all brilliant. He's a genius, right? But he would fire people if they didn't like, and he made no mistake. It was no mistake. If you didn't follow exactly what he said, how he said it, how he did things, you were out of there.
Wow.
And he had this huge revolving door, and I really didn't know that about him until I would watch videos and stuff about that.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, these guys are great. Like, why do they no longer work? But that was why. I was like, wow.
Well, Prince has got it. That's another story that needs to be told, because there's so much stuff in Prince's vault. There's a full documentary that Kevin Smith did, that will never see the light of day. There are music videos that'll never see the light of day. There are albums that'll never see the light of day.
And that's
Yeah,
a
the
crime.
vault. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a crime. That is an absolute crime.
So
We're closing out with that.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Easy. I'm gonna finish off.
I was going to say, we need to open that vault. Like, I don't care about Al Capone's vault. I don't care about the Queen's vault. I don't care. I care about Prince's vault. Open up Prince's vault and let that magic fly.
Oh, I would love. Oh my goodness, I could just imagine.
There's some more stuff to talk about on Three Nerds Venting. Happy that we're closing off with that. Myself, Easy BlueZ, and the OG Blurred himself, the professor, on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, New Haven.
Wondering what to write about, trying to figure out what it's all about. Existentialist, am I worth anything or just a scout? I don't know.